Alright guys, Wagwan, welcome back to another wonderful episode of the Bourbon Jamaican. We got Drop It Nukes and Brady the Great, and today we're going to do some tasting of the Wilderness Trail.
Yeah, so for those of you that may not know, Wilderness Trail is based out of Danville, Kentucky. It was Pat Heist is his name. It's him and a buddy that started the brand. They're engineers, I believe, if I remember correctly, and they started this from scratch. Everything is distilled, bottled, aged in Danville, Kentucky. These are their new limited editions. The 8-year black label is the high rye bourbon. It's 64% corn, 24% rye, 12% malted barley. Came out about 3 years ago. And then the yellow label is the wheated. It came out this past fall. It's 64 corn, 24 wheat, and 12% malted barley. Most of their products are normally 4-year bottled and bond. These are 8-year bottled and bond. They're about $80 to $90.
And MSRP, and the wheated is on our right, your left. The rye is on your left, or your right, my left.
And what's the MSRP? 60 bucks?
80 to 90. Their normal products are about 50 to 60.
Yeah, I got you.
They used to be 60. Now they make so much of it, it's come down to 50. They just recently got acquired by Campari, who owns Wild Turkey.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so everybody's predicting that they're going to start coming out with a lot more limited edition stuff, and that their prices are going to start going up because that's what happened to Wild Turkey.
Nice.
But glass on your left is the black label. So this is the 24% rye.
And how much percent this coming in?
They're 100 proof.
Both of them bottle and bond.
It's very musty. It's like basement on the nose.
This one is very sweet, surprisingly. This one is almost... it's similar to something that I've tasted before, but it's very sweet.
It reminds me a lot of Wild Turkey, which is the irony, because like I said, they just recently got bought out by them. But I always get a sour oak note on Wilderness Trail, which is what I get on Wild Turkey 101 and Rare Breed.
You think you get a different flavor tasting knowing that it's in copper? Like
It's
this still? Have you ever?
No, pot still versus column still, you can normally tell a difference, but they use column. It's very oily to me. It's got a nice finish to it, but it reminds me a lot of Wild Turkey. How it's got that sour, musty note,
Like
and then
a
you
sour
get
mash.
yeah, and then you get a like an orange note. I get a citrusiness from
The last Wild Turkey that I drank was actually Springfield, so I don't know.
Yeah, that one I kind of like
Funny.
that one a little bit, which with it being like a weeded rye, probably that's why I get that spice and that sweet, and you still even I chug mine, but it still sits here. You still get that warm hug after the initial taste, but you still keep that flavor.
The second sip isn't nearly as sour to me. It's getting sweeter the more I drink it. But it's an easy sipper. I like it. I don't think it's worth the $80. They do a lot of store picks that are in that 4 to 6 year range. So older than their normal shelf product, but not quite as old as this, but they're cash strength.
Yeah.
So you can get a 6 year at 110 proof, and they're about 60 to 70. That's kind of the soft spot for me.
Yeah.
You think you could tell the difference in between the 10 proof? Because this doesn't drink to 100 proof in my opinion.
It does not. I just think with the extra 10 proof, it makes it a little more complex.
You get more flavor notes.
Yeah, I think this is basic to me.
This is like a 1 flavor, 2 flavor note.
And with it being 10 proof, I don't care that it's 2 to 3 years younger because it's $20 cheaper.
Right.
So you're getting 10 more proof and $20 cheaper. It just might be a little more alcohol forward, but I should have brought a pick with me. I didn't even think about it, but I like the store picks a lot.
The second one smells like it's a little bit more.
This is
vanilla.
the weed. Yes, this is the weeded one. It smells soft.
Yeah. Surprising. This almost like
Vanilla.
vanilla ice cream.
Oh yeah.
You're getting that soft note, so it's more like a dessert.
Like a vanilla bean.
Yeah, it coats well. It has great legs, so I'm guessing it'll probably go down pretty smooth.
We ate some vanilla bean ice cream from Grader's last night after practice. That was the first thing I picked up on.
This one almost want to taste like a double, some kind of double oak.
It is oaky. It's got a lot of sweetness to it, but I get that normal, like, I don't know what you call, a lot of people call it a weeded funk, where you get that grain.
Yeah.
And when I first cracked this bottle, I haven't had a lot of the weeded one. I've had it for a few months. I was not a fan of it. Today, I really like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I have a bottle that I have sitting back here for a while, and I keep saying I was going to wait to open it, but I think it's probably going to get cracked now for sure, because even though the rye is always like my favorite to go to as far as bourbon, this one where it's more complex,
Yes.
you definitely get a little bit more flavor versus just the rye.
And the flavors that are there are stronger to me. It's not as subtle. With it being 8 year, I know it's 100 proof, but with it being 8 year, I think it should be in your face.
Yeah, but I guess that's where that extra oak comes from. It sits
Right.
longer than normally you're getting four
Yes.
years, 4 to 6 years.
Yep.
So you're definitely getting a little bit more oak.
For sure.
And what's the mash bill on this one again?
64% corn, 24% wheat, 12% malted barley. A lot of wheated bourbons are normally in that like 10 to 20, so this is pretty high wheat.
It's definitely wheat forward. I get that more. It's
Yes.
It's more almost like you pick up a 4 grain almost on it.
Yes.
You know, like the wheat is there. It reminds me of going to my pappy's house back in the day and going in the
Sneaking.
fields. You know what I mean? But like, I definitely get the wheat more than anything.
Like you guys said with the ice cream note though, it complements that so well. My biggest complaint with wheated bourbons is that they're really grain forward to me. So if they're not done right, you could get a 10-year wheated that to me tastes like a 2-year bourbon.
Yeah.
Just because it's so grain heavy, where this one is so sweet and oaky that the grain complements it. It makes it more complex.
Yeah. Also, I would definitely recommend either one. Like they're both, if you're a beginner, definitely I'd say go with the rye. If you like that nice, strong, oaky finish, definitely go with bottle number 2, which is the wheated. And
Yeah. If you could only get one, I think all of us would pick the yellow label,
Yeah.
the wheated. And that's the newer one too. So I've been seeing those at Kroger. They're still sitting on the shelf at Kroger for like $80.
yeah, so that's not bad. But there you have it. If you made it this far in the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And definitely go grab you a bottle of that Wilderness Trail.